The treasurer, Joshua J. Quebeca at 147. Select board 3 year, Jean Carr, 166. Select board 2 years, Shelly Dunkley Harvey, 182. Lister 3 years, Chad Baldwin, 179. Lister remaining 1 year of 3-year term, didn't have enough write-ins. Delinquent tax collector, Mary Lynn Sherlin, 163 votes. First constable, Jesse Jobin, 155. Second constable, Chad Baldwin, 165. Town moderator, Carrie O. Amadon, 206. The school director, 3 years, didn't have enough write-ins. School director, 2 years, Daniel Amadon, 193. And the school director remaining 2 years of a 3-year term, Julie Stoughton won with 51. And there were not enough write-ins for the school moderator. The school budget passed 143 to 63, and there were a total of 222 voters that came in today.
I was closest.
What?
I was the closest.
You were the closest. Okay.
It's the
You
first
guys
time.
want to take your oath so we can get this meeting going?
Sure.
And we're gonna do them all at once. So state your name and whatever office you want.
Office we want, office we got.
You've got.
Should I choose to do it?
So raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear I will faithfully discharge the duties of the
Select-board
until the Vernon Town and Town School District meeting in March of 2029. Well, that'd be different, yeah, but
2029.
you're right. I will therein do equal right and justice to all men and women according to my best judgment and ability, so help me God. And I'll pass these around to you guys.
Congratulations to all of you. And welcome back to our two. Okay, I'll call this meeting to order. Reorganization of the board. Select board chair. We'll entertain a motion for the select board chair.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we nominate Sandra Harris for Select Board Chair.
Is there a second?
Do you have a question, Jim? Can only one person be nominated?
No, nominate more, yeah.
Now or after that seconded? Second that?
No, you can nominate someone as well.
Okay. I would nominate Brendan Bucossi.
Okay. Hearing,
Do we need a
I'm
second on that?
confused
Need a
on
second?
what we're,
What's that?
I'm just confused. Because we have two. How,
Are those-
do we just second? I'm not sure of the procedure, what
Yeah.
we're
now
seconding.
we'll vote. Someone needs to make a motion to close nominations,
Okay, so moved.
and that needs a second.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of closing nominations, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nominations are closed. Now, those for Sandra Harris, please say aye.
Aye.
Those for Brandon?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Brandon, you're it.
Okay. So I take over from here, Sam?
Yep, you take over from here.
All right, Select Board Vice Chair?
That's all you do. Just sign it.
I nominate Sandra Harris for vice chair.
Second? Can I second that as?
You don't have to second, you're just signature this on.
Oh, does anyone else have a nomination?
Second it.
I guess just vote on that then.
All in favor?
Aye.
Select Board Clerk. Looking for nominations.
I nominate Jean Carr for select board.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Chair's remarks. I have no remarks. Internal business, statutory requirements, set select board regular meeting dates. Typically, we're the first and the third Tuesday.
Correct.
That works at 6:30. That works for everyone.
Have to make a motion.
I move that we set our select board regular meeting dates, the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 6:30.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Select board rules of procedure. I think, in the past we used Robert's rules. Is that what we are voting on, correct?
No, the rules and procedures.
Or these are
Ours.
our actual select board rules?
I move that we approve and sign select board rules of procedure.
For a second.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Recording secretary.
I move we appoint Shelley as our recording secretary.
Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Can we note Banford, just to be clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good,
What's that?
good point. Shelley Banford, not Shelley,
Town administrator.
yeah, town administrator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a little scary right there.
Congratulations, Shelley.
Only you would pick up on that one.
So procedures for town boards, committees, and commissions.
Do we have that? That's rules. We just have select board rules here.
This isn't where we do Robert's rules, though,
That's
right?
what I was wondering. I know somewhere we do Robert's
okay.
rules.
Robert's rules.
Okay. Move that we follow Robert's Rules of Order for procedures.
Is there usually written documentation to record that? Or how? I don't remember that in the past. I think this is all we've done and have done. So I would entertain a second on that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
On newspaper on record and other media, Current.
The schedule.
Skip one.
E.
establish a schedule for department reports at scheduled, or at select board meetings. I think Shelley provided that for us. I think we need a motion to approve that. There's one.
Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Quarterly,
Yeah, so we
as
do that.
scheduled.
I should give you guys a copy, but I have it on my whiteboard, so I think I'd make a copy this year for you guys.
Great.
To it.
So,
I think we need a motion to, I mean, like
Okay,
the rest of the
I
things would be my,
move that we schedule department reports at select board meetings, quarterly, as scheduled.
is there a second?
Second?
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Newspaper of record and other media, currently we're using the Reformer, Magic 96.7, BCTV, the Beast 99.5, and the Commons.
And WKVT.
And
Is that-
WKVT, I'm skipping every other line. It must be a long night last night.
So moved. Second. I can't read.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Appointments, we have fence viewers.
I move we appoint Michael Root and Munson Hicks as fence viewers.
Second.
Have we checked with them?
Yes, both of
Perfect.
them said, put me down for everything or anything you need.
Perfect.
She did. I'll teach her.
All in favor of those appointments signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pound keeper, currently we're using the Windham County Humane Society.
I move that we appoint the Windham County Humane Society as our pound keeper.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Inspector of lumber, shingles, and wood, currently it's Mike Root and Munson Hicks.
I move that we appoint Michael Root and Munson Hicks as inspectors of lumber, shingles, and wood.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Weigher of coal, currently we have the same two volunteers.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we appoint Michael Root and Munson Hicks as weighers of coal.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Tree warden,
I move that we appoint David Walker as tree warden.
Second.
all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Flood hazard area administrative officer.
I move we appoint Shelly Banford as our flood hazard area administrative officer.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Do you have any additions to the agenda? I think we do regarding the treasurer. Josh?
Being new to all of this, I was just curious, what do I do moving forward? Basically, do I show up tomorrow morning? What time? What would you like me to do to get started? Because I would love to get started as soon as possible.
Technically, as an elected officer, we cannot tell you what to do,
Okay.
so we can't sit here and say, do this, do this, do this, that's not,
Because I'm not, so as elected, then I kind of have my own reins, is that what you're saying? But if I was appointed, then you can tell me what to do?
exactly.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's how that office and any clerk's office, the lister's office, they're all elected and they set their hours, they run their office, they hire their assistants, not us.
Okay. And to my understanding, tomorrow will be the beginning of a 45-day period that I will be in until the select board appoints somebody on or after that date, is that correct?
Can I defer to the town clerk with those parameters?
I don't have it in front of me, but yes, there is a 45-day. I did get it from, I think it was Vermont Secretary of State and VLCT.
That's,
And I guess lastly will be, so the former treasurer that is now appointed as a financial director, will they still be there to help with the transition? I mean, I'm just gonna walk in, like, I don't wanna walk into like
So
trying to find
from my
things.
perspective, Josh, you know, we made these changes, they're new changes. I would like to work with you to make sure whatever the statutory requirement is for this position as a town, we cover that. I don't have that in front of me right now. I could defer to the vice chair who has much more experience in this as well, but what I'm trying to say from my perspective is I think, you know, we are committed to a smooth transition to this new system that was voted on in town meeting and what that looks like. We have a general idea, but as far as the specifics of what that statutory position is, we're still unfolding.
I would absolutely take you up on any help, advice that you can show me along the way. I would appreciate that.
And the two people that are in that office are hired by the select board, so they're employees. They're not elected,
Okay.
so they're under our purview.
Okay.
Just so you can
So,
see
Could
how
I-
it maps out.
But seeing as the former treasurer who is financial director, just basically got transitioned to that, that individual will still be there, which is Kathy Walker.
Right.
Will she be in there, or is she still not, will she be in there to help?
She's out on medical
I was gonna say.
leave right now. She was appointed because that position was empty. So again, she was appointed by the select board, so she was kind of under us because this all happened in the middle of an election cycle. But right now, she is out on medical leave. The bookkeeper will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just, for the town's sake, I don't wanna just go in for 45 days and be a pawn. I just wanna, I actually, I'm doing this for a reason. I do wanna go in there and learn, so, but if I don't know who I'm going to learn from in there, like I could, yeah, if I could make my own hours, I could do this, I could do
Yep.
that, but when I get there, like, is there going to be a guide?
have you
So-
researched what your statutory duties are under this format?
I'm sorry.
Have you researched what your statutory duties are under this format? You know, like the post-town meeting format? Sandy, do you have those in front of you?
Yeah, I'm fine too.
I have them in front of me.
You can have
Do we
those.
have a copy for,
Josh? It's Josh, right?
Yeah.
No? In my,
The last page. I just wanted to say, the minus assignments and have a letter for the next meeting with the board of applications.
I don't have that. Oh, there it is.
say that again?
To put Josh on as a signer, the select board will need to approve the signer letter. We'll
Okay.
get Chuck to compose that.
And what about, so we still have an assistant treasurer position, correct? And
He appoints that.
and Josh appoints the assistant treasurer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
So there is an assistant treasurer that you appoint as well.
Okay. How many days do I have to do that?
Pretty soon.
Was it
Um,
was it 10?
I'm not sure how many days it is, but if you don't, then the board will appoint. That's the whole.
Well, okay, but how many, if you don't know how many days, then
Not off the top.
how
of
would I
my
know when you appoint it? That's,
Oh, You'll know, you can,
I'd
you
like
can
to
check
know.
it in.
Heidi, do you know?
I thought that it was
Pretty quick, wasn't
It's-
it? 5
it's-
days.
5 days, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Um,
Days.
Is it 5 business days, or is it, do you include Saturday and Sunday?
I don't know that.
'Cause
I can
Today's Wednesday,
out
so
tomorrow.
I
I
don't
can
wanna,
look into it.
I could, yeah, that
Find
would,
out tomorrow.
So I guess the way that works is, if he doesn't, we do after that set period of time. From my perspective, Josh, how many days do you need?
I shouldn't need, I just,
I mean,
I
if
didn't
you're saying,
wanna, I
if
didn't
you,
wanna miss the cutoff.
I'm just saying, if you're sitting here and telling me that you need 7 and the cutoff is 5, I think that as a board, we could wait till after the, after the 5 days and have
Well,
respect to that
okay,
position.
so it's Wednesday today. If you say 5 days, you're saying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I have to have it in Monday, that's fine, but can I have it in, or if it's, I should not need that much time. That's
Business
not,
days.
I
Yeah.
do think too that part of the reasoning for that is in case, I mean, this is not a traditional treasurer role, right? So, and they're in a traditional treasurer role, you want it within 5 days because you need somebody to step in case something happens to you.
okay.
In this scenario, I don't, because we have a financial director and we have a bookkeeper, I don't know how that would work, so I would have to look into it, or maybe we could.
I've never had a financial director before.
Right.
That's a whole new entity. But, so I am aware of these things, but without, by going in there, I obviously don't know what needs to be signed as of right now and things of that. I'd like to just learn about that. With that being said, I do have one other question. In the 45 days that I am in, since there's new voted on rules, that's the correct termination, but, does that stipend come into effect for the 45 days, or am I just doing this as an interim? I'm just curious on that. Just,
Usually stipends are prorated. It's just like a select board member, I just got elected. But if I only fulfilled a couple of months of my term and left, my stipend would be prorated to that amount of time that I was actually in office.
so,
That's how we've always, that's the
So-
rules we have made.
so 45 days out of 365, we're looking at like 1/6, 1/7 of that pay, correct?
Yeah, whatever the math is. I can't do math right now, I'm really
I
tired.
can. That's why I'm doing this.
June could tell you tomorrow, because I think it's probably down 52.2 weeks.
What's that?
You've got 45 days to get your resume up to speed.
Yeah.
So, I would, at this point, if I would propose, I don't know how soon we can meet, I think Shelley probably needs, what's today? I think that any member of the board wanted to join us, but I think June has to be in on this conversation
Right.
to help facilitate this. I'm willing to be part of that conversation. I guess if we get too many other board members, it's now a select board meeting. But, but I would think everyone at the range, I think with the transition, everyone in the room at the same time to really understand what this is going to look like is key.
Do you know when you plan to come in?
I'm here now.
Tomorrow.
Just joking,
tomorrow.
I know.
So what,
I'm basically, I'm ready to go. But tomorrow I can come in, like I said, I'm new to this.
Yeah.
So I still didn't know, am I showing up, punching a time clock at 7 AM? Or, I didn't know that it was my own hours and things of that nature. But if I need to be somewhere at a specific time, I'll be there.
No, I'm asking because I'm pretty much around in the building.
Yes.
Not super early because I have a lot to do in the morning, I have a farm and stuff, so.
I also have kids that get on the bus at 7:15.
Yeah, and I have that
so-
too, so.
Yeah.
Shelley, is there a day that would work? I mean, if it, again, this is a request from the board, we cannot tell you what to do, but, you know, we would meet with you. If Jean wanted to be part of that conversation, I would be willing to be part of that conversation. But I want to give Shelley in June an opportunity to catch up a little bit from town meeting.
Yeah,
So I could be I would say the earliest would be Thursday or Monday. What would work?
Monday would probably work better because Thursday, we have a Zoom meeting, Sandra and I do,
Okay.
in the afternoon.
So would you be willing to
So
wait to Monday for us to
Monday
get
probably
together?
be best, because then we'll at least have the letter and whatnot pretty much composed, to put him on as a signer, and we'll have a
Then can I propose that I bring my, you know, the name of the vice or the
The
treasurer's
assistant.
assistant on Monday with me? There's no time cutoff, like if I get it at like 3:01 or something?
No.
Okay, all right. Just making sure. I like to have fun, you know, I'm good.
One of the things that I would suggest is that if you get in there to familiarize yourself with the current bookkeeping procedures
Yes,
that
sir.
we're applying, you pronounce it because I murder it every time.
Stipend?
No,
No.
NREC?
Emmerich.
Yeah, right. What they said. And that would probably be a really good start.
Okay. I got some time.
So let's meet, what time I'm hearing like mid-morning, Monday?
After the kids get on the bus, I'm free. I'm good.
Jean, what time works for you?
I'm later morning.
Monday, yeah,
Sure.
10 a.m.? Or is that
or
too early?
10:30 better.
Yeah.
10:30 on Monday?
10:30 a.m. Monday? Yeah.
Shelley, you have time to research a little further into what this will look like, or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
You good?
I think. I am.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
So I guess I wasn't super prepared to be in this position, but one idea I had, and I guess I'll bring it up as chair. I felt like last night, the feedback that we were getting, and I think it was fair, was, and you know, it's one of the amendments that I was really pushing was, transparency, or, you know, my rights are being taken. That was kind of the extreme version, but hey, how do we keep town government transparent? I have a suggestion. I'd like to run it before the board. I would suggest a Vernon Citizen Advisory Panel. Be like a 5-member volunteer panel, VCAP, and we will establish it to serve as a conduit for public information and education, and to encourage open communication and community involvement in matters related to Vernon. So, kind of a liaison to citizens, non-binding. We can disband it at any time. We interview and choose the members. I don't know how often we would meet or if they would report to us. I'm open to that, but some kind of liaison for more transparency with the changes that we have made.
How many members did you say? Was it up to 10?
I could go for 5, 3. I'm open to flipping around, not doing it. It's just a thought I had after the feedback I was hearing from town meeting. I don't know, so we have to decide tonight, but we could think about it, and I don't know if anyone on the board has thoughts.
Yeah, I guess I do wonder how that works, per se. Is all of our information disseminated to this panel, or
I
are they
think it
gonna
would-
attend the select board meeting so somebody on that committee knows what's actually going on to talk about it with others?
So I think from my thoughts, and again, it could be changed, you know, it would be, I said, you know, related to town policies. Town policies and budgeting, I think, were the big ones for me, feedback on town policies and budgeting. again, non-binding, could be disbanded at any time. Just trying, we could have them meet monthly, quarterly, we could be involved, not involved, have a liaison to the select board. I don't know, I'm just trying to address concerns that I heard last night.
Well, true, but I feel like every time we meet, there are issues that are affecting the town, that's what we do. So I'm not getting a picture of how this is gonna work. What the mechanism will be. Because there's always, almost every meeting, there's something that's important that people should know about.
So is it a board that we could query when we have a hot topic, like, okay, we wanna change the, how do we get more citizen input, do, at least give the opportunity, so we can not be accused of not, so, okay, we wanna change the, comp time policy for town employees. Okay, that's gonna be a hot ticket item, or, Article 6 on this year's town meeting warning. I don't know, I'm just trying to brainstorm
Yeah.
ways to get more involvement, and oftentimes what happens is people ask for more involvement, and then you stick it out there, and no one wants to be involved, so I understand that too, the cynical side of me, but,
So, I feel like, for transparency, we have a website. The agendas are posted. You could get them sent to your email so that you could look at them and decide if there was something that you really wanted to have some input on.
Yep.
The minutes are posted, the videos are, so it kind of is, because I feel like every meeting, we are doing things, every meeting.
Yep.
Could we put on the website a little blurb that explains that? If you would like to get the emails on what's happening, this is how you do it. Can we put the information more in? I know it's out there and we all know how to access it.
Yeah.
But I know when I go on the town website, I still sometimes have to look in a couple places before I find, it's not all that clear.
Right.
And therefore, I think the information isn't also maybe as accessible as we feel like it is, because we know it.
Right.
I'm wondering if we can put it out there so it is visible to people. And I think that when we have, at a minimum, when we have articles like we had last night, I think that having a meeting, and I know Heidi mentioned this too.
I was just gonna
Um,
like a
As a
Yeah.
resident.
And I
like a
didn't-
pre-town meeting.
Just an explanation meeting where people can come ask those questions, and we can talk with them about it, because I think it's hard when it's at the meeting. It's easier if people bring those questions, and they may not come do that, but
Right.
And I
if we
also,
offer.
as a resident, I also realized that you guys had a meeting, a select board meeting, where you offered up that time. But I think that if the meeting was put out there as an informational meeting about changes that were happening, because all of these changes took place while we all knew this was happening, as a resident, if you weren't aware of it and somebody comes in and says, I wanna file my paperwork to run for, and I don't even, well, now I'm blurring the lines. But as a resident, I feel like it would have been more informative, and even as a town clerk, if we had a meeting ahead of time, explain to the people, this is what's wrong, this is what we're doing to fix it, and this is why.
And
Sorry,
at
I didn't mean to be.
At some point, people are responsible.
For being,
It's like someone said last night, maybe we should go hand door to door to deliver the town reports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's,
There's a time and place where if you're 18 and you can vote,
you have a
You are an
civic
adult.
responsibility
Yeah.
to be informed. Okay, I can go with that. Did you have a comment, Jeff?
I'm just seeing if I understand this correctly. Are you looking for a potential committee to advocate for the people of the town to bring questions to the select board? Or
Well-
to show,
I was looking, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, to show more concerns throughout the year, so town meeting doesn't get bombarded all at once. And if you address questions throughout the year from, the townspeople, maybe it might go a little smoother, or if I'm asking this correct, I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
So I was looking for a way to, I felt, it was a long night for me last night, and I was looking for a way to how do we alleviate that going forward. So I may be trying to overcompensate for, for that. So, but I think going forward, just a pre-town meeting, maybe this just has to be an annual, a pre-town meeting, informational town meeting. Maybe it doesn't have to be a committee, because to Jean's point, and to Sandy's point, these chairs are open every meeting, every week.
Right, and the
And we're
other,
pretty open, I think, as a board right now to suggestions. We don't cut people off, we don't,
I mean,
so. We
I
don't,
think if you guys spoke as the board and had that meeting.
Yep.
And it was your narrative as to why, that people would have accepted that.
Yep.
And it wouldn't have been so controversial, I guess, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Because I think it should come from you guys, and it should be your, and it is your, your job, but, I don't think there's a need
Okay.
for a committee. I think it should come from you guys.
That's fair. Jean?
So I am very willing to try that, because I'm here to answer the needs of the community. And I would be interested to see how it goes, because the school committee does do that with their budget.
Mm.
I didn't make it to their meeting this year because I was sick, but I usually go, and I don't even need both hands to count the number of people that are there.
And that's where my cynical side comes out, is the
I
time and
mean,
effort for 6 people to show up. I've seen it.
but
But at least at that point, our basis would be covered.
That's
I
what
would
we
try
did.
it and see
That's,
what,
so we used to do them,
We did.
and there was very little attendance.
Do you think though that it's a need to make a special meeting, or just the need when there's a big change like what just happened to have a meeting? Because that would be my thing, is it's not like people are feeling that way all the time about things that are happening in town. They felt about this specific change in the office and how it was handled. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's just, if there's some huge big change like that, that's when I think it's better to hear it from you guys,
It'd be good to be
like
transparent.
before the meeting.
so
That's good.
it looked like a huge change, but it was about a year of a lot of suffering for this
I was
board.
there in the
2.
office.
It was
I
3
was
years.
there.
Town
But the board
administrative.
may know that, but not the 1,800 people out there in town.
No, but if they were in our meetings, they would know.
Yes and no. Yeah.
Because some of it,
Some was, but some it was pretty obvious that what we were going through.
It is also a very small town, so if there is one person in here, like, that hears something from you, it's gonna go around. Everyone's going to speak and everyone's gonna hear about it one way or another. But if something's left out, it's not gonna be talked about. So if we don't know those things, and then we get surprised by those things, that's what we need to talk about.
And some of those things are dealt with in executive session, because they may be personnel matters, and you will never know what they were.
Right.
Because that's
That protects
the
everybody.
laws.
So you put something on the agenda, whatever that subject is. You go in executive session, so people see that topic in executive session, and then they speculate what it is you're doing. And that's what goes out around town.
Yeah, but we
I
can't
know
fix
you
that,
can't
Mary
help
Lynn. We
that.
can't do anything about that. I mean, that's,
that would happen no matter what.
That would
I
happen.
mean,
Yeah.
I do think though, back to kind of saying it seems obvious, to us, I do think there's some education that maybe is needed. I don't think people necessarily understand when you're in executive session, there's no action happening. You know, I think things like that aren't understood, and then that turns into something. We can't take any action in executive session. We can talk, that's it. And any action is public, right? So I don't know that that's understood by everybody. I think there's assumptions made because there's a lack of understanding of the process.
Right, and it won't matter how many times you say that. It won't matter, because you're having discussion. It doesn't matter whether you make a decision or don't make a decision in an executive session, you're having discussion. And so that topic is there. And that is what people are just making discussion about.
Guesses. They're just speculating.
And whether it's right or wrong,
But then, because that's where I go back
that's
to,
what they're guessing about.
and
So
I
it
am
wouldn't
in
matter
full
even if they were
support of
here
everything,
at the meeting.
of all of the changes that are being made. I really do believe that this is the best decision for the town, but that's where it would become like your narrative. Instead of letting people run wild with it, you rein them in, and not all the time. I'm saying like in an instant like
Big
this
ticket
one.
item,
You have the meeting and you say exactly what you're saying. We're doing this, this, and this is why we're doing it. And dedicate that meeting to that. It's just my suggestion, in my opinion.
I understand, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So I don't think we need a committee. I think that's maybe too overcompensating, but
No,
unless- I mean, I'm open to what the board, I'm just trying to hash it out, because like I say, last night I felt like there was no malice, no anything as a board, but we could, have been more transparent. Not transparent because that makes it sound like we were hiding something, but we could have got the information out there in more avenues or offered more information on these major changes. So maybe we just have to be sensitive to that when they come along in the future.
Folks to feel more comfortable to call the town hall and ask questions, because we never get any phone calls, anyone asking for information. Very, very minimal.
So unless there's anything else, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I have a couple of things. Just in addition to the agenda, I'd like to describe a relatively complicated month I have coming up. I have 2 surgeries scheduled for next month, both on my eyes, which is gonna make it difficult for me to interface with board and activities. I just wanted to say, heads up, I'm gonna be down for parts for most of the month. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Tell you, I'll do what I can with limited visibility, but I just wanted you to be aware of that I'm not saying, hey, I'm taking a break here.
If we go anywhere, I'll drive, Jim.
All right, sounds fair.
And I just also wanted to comment that, we are held under the state open meeting laws. So there are laws to protect the citizens that regulate how we can discuss things, how, it's just like warning the meetings in a certain time frame, the minutes available in a certain time frame. And just like Shelley was saying, decisions can't be made in executive session. So there's all kinds of things that are in place to make things transparent and open. And that's what any board has to function under, committees, boards. So, it's not that these things are ignored. There are safeguards in place.
Anyone else? Someone has to make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, we have a second?
I thought we had it
You want to
already.
pass that down to Shelley?
Certainly.
We have papers to sign.
Okay, so,
Yeah, I think we have to sign our select board rules.
We need to adjourn this.
Oh, we need to adjourn.
Remember agreement.
We should vote to adjourn. I didn't even hear a second.
Yeah, I
There.
think Jim
until-
seconded it. It was Jim.
Jim, did you second?
I certainly did.
All in favor?
Aye.